What's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to do a quick video on a question that I get asked a lot, and that's tire pressures and what tire pressures to run. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. Right now we're running a 2019 TRD off-road Tacoma, which is a great rig. It's 6-speed and it's a lot of fun. But I just kind of want to show you the setup we're working with here. In the past, we've ran multiple Jeep setups in all sorts of configurations, multiple other 4Runners, everything else from there. So this works for all those vehicles. This is just what we're using now. Also, I want to point out that I am using stock wheels. These are from a 4Runner. I just like the look and I don't like the 16-inch wheels, so I went with the 17. This will absolutely work for a stock wheel configuration as well. A little background on that. In stock form, running JKs, running other vehicles as well as 4Runners and everything, running 34 to 37-inch tires. We've ran those all on stock wheels, whether it's a Rubicon wheel, just a sport wheel, 4Runner wheel, or a Tacoma wheel. Had no problems running up to a 37 by 12.5-inch tire on generally a 17 by 7.5-inch wheel, which is the stock JKU Rubicon or sport wheel. So again, this works for all of that, or it should work for whatever configuration you're running at. So let's take a look at what we got here. So as you can see on this Tacoma, we are running the Cooper STT Pro, which is my all-time, it's my favorite mud terrain. It's my favorite tire in general. It just grips really well. It works awesome when you're on lower tire pressure, and it just hooks up. I've used this in snow, rain, mud, everything on the rocks, and it's just, again, my favorite tire. Again, we're gonna talk about tire pressure today. So right now in stock configuration, just daily driving, I usually run my tires at about 30 pounds. Sometimes a little bit lower, but 30 pounds seems to be the happy place. And that's been pretty standard with all the Jeeps we've owned and everything else. So for daily driving, you're gonna have to just test out your tires and see what works best. Watch your tread. I grooved these. It's a little bit hard to tell because I went a little bit lighter on how deep I went on some sections, so you can't really tell that based off this, but I actually added these groove lines and you can kind of see there. But what you do want to do is a tire test or a chalk test, or even it works well in the dust too, and you just want to make sure that you're getting full contact on all of your lugs. What you don't want to see is your lug looking something like that, where this part's not getting any wear or any contact. You want to make sure you're getting full contact on the full spread of the tire, and there's a lot of videos out for that. So as you can see, this one's getting pretty good. I could probably go down just a little bit more, but for the most part, I'm getting full contact on all of these tires at 30 pounds. So let's take another look. Now, in regards to wheeling off-road, I usually run about 12 to 14 pounds. I've aired this one down to 12 pounds so that you could see for reference what it looks like. That's at 30, this one's at 12, and for more reference, this one is at 30 as well. A little bit harder to tell right now, but I'm gonna get you on some rocks and kind of show you the difference, as well as the contact as well. When I'm off-road and I'm doing more hardcore rock crawling, I like to be 12 to 14. If you're just doing overlanding and just on a dirt road with some minor rocks and everything, I like to stick around 20 pounds. You really don't need to go much lower than that. You can, it's great. It's all perfectly fine, but 20 pounds gives you a nice soft cushion and still helps you out with traction as well. So you can kind of fluctuate from there. So 30 pounds stock daily driving, 20 pounds just dirt roads, and then 12 pounds on rock crawling. And real quick, because I know you're gonna ask, I use the Viar 400P portable air compressor for airing up our tires. It works great. I've used it for, gosh, I've had this for almost 4 or 5 years now. We got it specifically when we got the 4Runner, and I've used it for, again, Jeeps with 37-inch tires, 33-inch tires. These right here are 285, 285 70 R17s, so right around a 33, and this works perfect. I've actually even used this to, a lady lost her bead. She went right into a curb. I used a ratchet strap and I aired up her tire and reseated the bead with this as well. It worked. So I highly recommend this pump right here. It's been a lifesaver. Now again, everyone's gonna have their own needs and requirements for when they're off-roading. So what you end up with your tire pressure, you can kind of fine tune yourself and just figure out what works for you. One thing to note, when you do go down to about 12, 14 pounds, you need to be a little bit more careful about hitting anything from a side impact. For example, if you hit a curb that you slid into, because you will throw your tire off the bead. and then you'll have to reseat it on the trail or toss on a spare and have discount tire or whoever do it from there. So just note the lower tire pressure you go, the more likely your chances are to unseat your tire from the bead. And I have a few situations where I've done that myself. So it happens, but that's just with anything that comes down with running a lower tire pressure. Now I'm gonna try and simulate for you guys just a little bit what it looks like, the difference between 30 pounds versus 12 pounds going over rock configuration. So I'm gonna make a little obstacle here in my front yard, and obviously on the trail will be a lot better, but things are just now started opening and we have the baby, so I can't get on the trail just yet. And I do want to show you what it looks like. So I'll show you what it looks like for a tire with 12 pounds to contact over a rock bed and 30 pounds going over a rock bed as well. So let's take a look and see how this works out. I'll start with the 30 pounds. Now guys, just understand this is a very simulated obstacle. There's a lot of rocks out here and stuff, but I want to try and do it the same with both tires. The whole idea is to just kind of show you how each tire reacts at different tire. Real quick, I want to throw this in here. Don't be a rock stacker. If you have it, if you need it for a little extra bump, or if you're on an obstacle and you just need it to kind of continue on, totally fine. But don't go out there in a level 2 rig on a level 5 trail looking at this obstacle, stack a bunch of rocks to make it super easy and make it super untechnical for everybody else. So again, if you need it for a little bump, not a big deal. But nobody on the internet likes a rock stacker, so don't be that guy. As you guys can see, and I don't know how well that filmed, but not much flex. Just climbed right up, no problem. However, the tire itself didn't grip around very much at all. Let's go ahead and move over to the 12-pound side now. All right, similar obstacle setup, and this one is at 12 pounds. So let's take a look at this one. And there you guys go. I hope that helps a bit more. As you can see, this actually grips around the tires and grabs it, or grips around the rock and grabs it more like a glove setting, as it, you know, rightfully should. I hope that was a quick, helpful video for anybody who's interested and has had questions about tire pressures. If you have any questions, as always, hit me up below, or you can reach out to me on Instagram, message me. I reach out and talk to a lot of people over there, and help as many people as I can. That's all we want to do with these videos, is help out just that one person. So if it helps you, great. If it was stupid and you didn't like it, oh well. Maybe you know more than everybody else, or more than me at least, because I don't know everything. But we've been learning along the ways. We've been doing this for about 10 years now and just having a lot of fun with a bunch of different vehicles, as you can see from other videos. And look forward to seeing where it goes from here. Again, hope that helps, and look forward to talking to everybody, and hope everyone is doing well and enjoying yourself out there. It is beautiful out here, and I can't complain at all. So, as always, talk to you on the flip side.